Tower God, Season 3, Episode 215. Last time we were here, what was last time? It was continuation of going through Trom's like memories and all that stuff, and we got to see another scenario. So the first scenario was whenever we saw V come out from the rice cooker with the God of Guardians. Then we moved into another scenario where they were going up against the mechanoids. I can't remember exactly what the name of the test that they were doing. I feel like it was stated. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of it. But it was essentially they couldn't kill any of the mechanoids to pass the test. But there were not hostages, but there were innocent people that were trapped, and the 13 were being barreled down on by the mechanoids, and there was like levers or something to like release water or release Shinsu to like kind of destroy all the mechanoids. But if you were to make that decision, you would be killing the people that we can clearly see, and nobody could come to make that decision, but Trom did. And Trom doing that kind of like brought, like, everyone felt terrible about the fact that someone did this, that we killed these people. But then upon like investigating further and traversing further, we realized that the couple of people that we saw down there was actually more of like a multitude of people. So our difficult decision turned into an absolutely horrible decision because of the massive loss of life that it seemingly was. And we're kind of walking through this whole sins thing. And initially, whenever it was lobbied to us 2 chapters ago, it was lobbied that we would be walking through all of Traumare's sins. And then upon the first memory batch that we get, it was like, what did Trom do wrong in this situation? It felt more like this was a V thing, not talking to anybody, making the decision to like release power, go through evolution, introduce evolution to the tower and all this stuff. So it's like Trom necessarily didn't do that besides not saying anything, not speaking up. But then the second one definitely felt like a Trom thing. Like Trom did this. So I'm wondering if these sins that we're going through are all going to be Trom related, like Trom had a hand in doing this, or each batch or patch of memories that we get is each one of the 13 sins. So V's was introducing evolution to the tower. Trom's was kind of like making this brash decision, choosing himself over other people. I'll word it that way. Maybe this chapter we get to see someone else, or next chapter we see someone else, stuff like that. So I'm curious. I'm sorry, I'm driving home. I've been stalling. I'm stalling. All right. Hey, everybody. All right, here we go. Ooh, that's it. I've had it. Oh? I warned you. If you ignore your orders and start throwing spears around randomly again, you're in serious trouble. But it's not what you think. I wasn't throwing spears randomly. I just needed to do something because that enemy suddenly jumped out at me. Yuden could have dealt with the enemy. She was closer anyway. Do you have any idea how hard we've worked to keep the enemies at bay while your spear attack was recharging? Come on. Let's not fight over this anymore. We're all friends here, right? You two should just make up and put this behind you. Make up? Are you kidding? This isn't the first time he's flown off the handle like this and put the rest of the team in danger. Look, you both have your own reasons for doing what you did, right? So just bury the hatchet and try to get along. Bury the hatchet? I almost got killed just now. And what about me? I refuse to be on the same team as this jerk until he gives me a sincere apology and promises never to do that again. The survival of the whole team is at stake here. Where's everyone else at? Show me someone else. You keep showing me the same 6 people. They're all here. They are all here. All 13 of them are here. But they only keep showing us the same 6. Show me more. I'm sorry. All right. are. Damn it. I'm going to scroll a little bit. They're going to show up. I agree. I don't think we necessarily have to apologize to each other just because we're teammates. Huh? That's right. A leader's job is to decide who's right or wrong. Yeah, if you're going to mediate an argument, at least do it properly. Jihad, why have I suddenly become everyone's punching bag? And aren't you supposed to be the leader here? You call yourself the king. So he's been calling himself king well before. Okay. You're the one who got involved in their argument. It's up to you to resolve it. I'll let you be the leader for a little while, okay? So who do you think should apologize first for this? Obviously her, right? Are you kidding? It's clearly you. Well, maybe. Gaston will know. Gaston will know. Huh? Gaston reads a lot and he's super smart. As the temporary leader, I'll appoint him as judge. Think of it like keeping different powers separate in a democracy, okay? So they at least know what a democracy is. I guess Four Eyes over there is better than you, at least. Damn. You're such a coward. Damn. Step aside. I want to ask a song. Damn. Damn. Who do you think is wrong here, Gaston? Why are you asking me? Because you're the judge. Hurry up and give us your verdict. So they're arguing. So they're arguing that they were in an altercation. Edon has some spear ability that he must have used. And whenever he uses this ability, the group takes priority to protect him until it recharges, until he can use it again. They were doing something. Edon moved somewhere. An enemy jumped out at him. Instead of him trusting that his team could have taken care of it, he got scared and just spammed the spear attack and could have hit anybody in the party. And Yarang is upset because he can't just keep acting out. While Edon's like, I'm going to protect myself because something attacked me. And we're trying to justify who's right and who's wrong. So Edon has the most powerful attack. He probably has a big crowd control attack. So maybe it could be like a crowd I don't know. It's hard to say. Very limited information, but does seem like he has a powerful attack that the group would prioritize. Let me go. How should I know? Because you're the judge. Sorry, Gaston. Me. All right, so we have 1 tent, 2 tent. How many days have we... Days? They've been arguing like this for days? How many days have we wasted on that damn argument now? I even checked the lighthouse footage and found that they're both in the wrong, which they admitted. But does it really matter? I bet they're fighting like this because they enjoy tormenting me. Gaston. Strom? V. Okay. Good job, man. What's that? Scales, but what's that? Good job, man. Good job, man. Do you realize how much of a headache those two have caused for me over the last few days? Where the heck have you been while they were torturing me with their endless arguing? Here, I brought you a couple of presents. Huh? What are these? Keyrings? I'm trying to... What the hell is the second thing? I feel like an idiot. They are arguing over who's less wrong. They're arguing like children. Kids... They did something. Both of them did something wrong. They come back. That's what they're doing. What are these, keyrings? Hey, I wasn't off goofing around while I was away. I made you a couple of presents to repay you for your troubles. Here, take them. They're yours. What are they? But why? A scale? And what's this? What is that? I feel stupid because I don't recognize it. It's a Jade Awakening stick. One whack on the back of the head with this, and all your distractions disappear right away. Is this the Jade thingy that the judge was talking about before? Or am I being dumb? I'm being dumb. Just in case anything like this ever happens again, I asked the old man from the workshop to make these for you. So they could just pull up to the workshop whenever. So the Jade Dagger, okay. What's up, Haku? So they could just pull up to the workshop and be like, hey, need something. And workshop be like, here you go. Just in case anything like this ever happens again, I asked the old man from the workshop to make these for you. You asked that suspicious old man for a favor just because of this? And here. And this scale here is really cool. If you confess your sins to the scale, it judges their severity for you and decides who's right or wrong. That would have been very useful. I want to scroll back up. He said, one whack on the back of the head with this and all your distractions disappear right away. Let me continue. And this Jade Awakening stick is used to deal an unavoidable punishment, or I could just write this, to whoever is in the wrong. Now that no wonder why Gaston used the scales, sacrificed his life to use the scales. If Trom can't come to a decision, he comes back with the Jade Awakening stick and he can essentially just do whatever. Like, you're wrong and this is what you have to deal with now. This it's crazy. And this Jade Awakening stick is used to deal an unavoidable punishment to whoever is in the wrong. Now that you have these, you're fully qualified to act as our judge. Why did you make me the judge? As we keep climbing the tower, we're going to run into a lot more situations like this. You're the only person who can keep track of our mistakes and act as the group's judge. You're more interested in seeking the truth than any of us. You deserve to be the guardian of facts and truth. You're reliable, Gaston. V, do you really mean that? To think V put Gaston like Gaston has always had this affinity to know the truth. But to think V being granted temporary leadership of the group gave Gaston his charge of being judge and historian of their journey. It's nothing but bad. It's crazy. Anyway, thanks for all your help and congrats on becoming our official judge. Or are you just handing me the dirty work because you don't want to deal with it? That bloody fool. Doesn't he realize what it means when that old man makes something? Doesn't he realize what it means when that old man makes something? They're kind of heavy, but I guess I ought to keep them. If that knucklehead really meant what he said about trusting me with this job, I'll have to do it. What do you mean, Gaston? What do you mean? Doesn't he realize what it means when that old man makes something? What do you mean? After that, I became the team's record keeper and judge. From that moment on, it was my duty to record and judge everything the team did, both great and small. And the job turned out to be far more difficult and challenging than I expected. I can assume so. Dog, I thought the chapter was over. I was about to throw a fit. Oh my goodness. Battle between family leaders, Polka Dot Gaston's memory fragments 1. Wait, the last chapter was Traumeray's memory fragment, right? Unlike inanimate objects, no matter how many layers of a person you can peel back, you can't see what's really inside them. Maybe that's why we didn't realize it at the time. Traumeray seemed so easygoing on the outside, but he was in fact closer to the brink of collapsing than any of us. Okay. Oh? Is that Yarang again? Every time we made a mistake and people lost their lives because of us, Traumeray became almost obsessed with preventing mistakes next time. Every single every single panel we've seen of them fighting, Jihad has been in full sprint mode, running away from everything. This is since we started these little memory fragments, he's just been hightailing it every single time. Every time we made a mistake and people lost their lives because of us, Traumeray became almost obsessed with preventing mistakes next time. And he always had treated animals like his friends. But he began giving them more oppressive and extreme orders. As time went by, Traumeray's animals changed. They became mindless puppets that obeyed his every command. And yet, Traumeray still wasn't satisfied. That's why he resorted to extreme measures. He ended up dabbling in a forbidden realm. That's crazy. Necromancy. Necromancy is a forbidden summoning skill that traps the spirits of the dead and corpses and turns them into beings that are both dead and alive at the same time. This makes sense. Did I think it? No. But it makes sense. Necromancy is a forbidden summoning skill that traps the spirits of the dead and corpses and turns them into beings that are both dead and alive at the same time. Who is this? Even after Traumeray dipped his toes in necromancy, he continued having This is yeah. Okay. I'm like, who is this? I feel like I recognize this. Okay. Even after Traumeray dipped his toes in necromancy, he continued having dangerous ideas. And those ideas of his, whoa, look how long his hair is, brought about an irreversible catastrophe in the tower. This is tough. What he's wearing right now is tough. What the hell? Oh, don't cut away. Not like this. Come on, man. Do you remember the events of that record? Take us there. Yeah, I do. This is funny enough. I don't know where his drip went, but this is an oversized jacket because that's the sleeve. This is his oversized jackets are his bag. But I don't know why we decided to settle on this. Everything else we've seen Traumeray dressed in is better than this. Every outfit he's been in, even when he was running around the forest with his jacket wrapped around his waist, and better than this. Better than this. Do you remember the events of that record? Yeah, I do. That's probably part of the memories I erased. Okay? The day after the game ended, that day, I hate on that outfit. That outfit is doo-doo. His current outfit is not good. Everything that he's had on has been better than that outfit. I don't know what he's thinking. Why is he having a pair of slacks with a traditional garment on top of it? I need to know. I just need to know. That day, after the game ended, you went down to the waterway. And what you and your companions realized was that far more people had drowned as a result of your decision than you thought. I'm still trying to figure out why there's so much blood in the water. No, I hate Bomb Burgundy with the bolo tie. I hate it. I hate that fit, and I get hate for it. I hate Boy Scout Coon get hate for it. No way. No. No. All right. Let me lock in. Dead people in the screen. That day, after the game ended, you went down to the waterway. And what you and your companions realized was that far more people had drowned as a result of your decision than you thought. After that, you began engaging in a type of forbidden magic. You kept spirits that should have returned to Shinsu in their physical form and began commanding them as your subordinates. Oh. You kept spirits that should have returned to Shinsu in their physical form and began command. He's throwing off the balance of the tower by doing this. Am I assuming that correctly by doing that? By performing necromancy and not allowing things to go through like the natural cycle. It'd be like, oh my goodness. What is the cycle? The water cycle? That's like removing a step out of the water cycle and expecting there still to be rain. That's how I'm like relating this. I haven't been in school in so long. But it's so it's he's like, instead of like, so it's, I don't know how it goes, but I'm guessing that Shinsu gives life. When life dies, it goes back to the Shinsu. So if Shinsu gives life, and then when life dies, he doesn't allow it to go back to the Shinsu, it's creating an imbalance. Why it messed with the souls and no one cared? We don't know. All we got told is that he took a ton of souls and he had to be stopped. We don't know. That's the one thing you don't know. So all this show, I think everything inside of the orb is dead. I think so. Hot take is you don't like workshop battle. Really? He won't let things go even if they die. Yeah. Ooh, he won't even let them go if they die. If anything, when they die, they become even more malleable. Right? He can control them even more so. Okay. After that, you began engaging in a type of forbidden magic. You kept spirits that should have returned to Shinsu in their physical form and began commanding them as your subordinates. Your selfishness resulted in the deaths of countless innocent people and caused the terrible calamity. Do you regret and repent your actions of that day? If he says no, Gassan comes back and whack. But if he says yes, I guess we continue going through his memory fragments, right? Regret and repent. I'm not sure. I know nothing of these emotions anymore. So it's impossible for me to say how I felt at the time, excuse me. And I can't force myself to feel something I don't understand now. So no, I don't regret my actions. Or rather, to be more precise, I simply don't know. I would love if Trom got whacked because he tried the smart stuff a couple chapters ago. I see. I've placed your statement just now on the scale, along with your memories. The scale is spoken. It appears that the weight has shifted in favor of punishing you. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I hope he gets whacked for this because he tried this smart stuff a couple of chapters ago with Enkidu. When Enkidu rolls up on him and is just like, you did this, and Trom's like, well, actually no, because blah 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 blah. And it's just like it's triggering talking to someone like that understands exactly what you're saying, but they'll like use like a sneaky way to get out of it because, oh, but actually, it's just like, no, you dumb. I don't care if, like, it's just like, no, you dumb. Like, you're trying to be smart. Bonk. You trying to be smart. Okay. The scale is spoken. It appears that the weight has shifted in favor of punishing you. A verdict has been reached. Po Badao Gaston has been granted the right to act as the judge of your wrongdoings. Has been granted the right to act as the judge of your wrongdoings. Accordingly, he will now be resurrected. Doc, I would be talking so much junk to Trom. Doc, I would be talking so much junk to Trom. I knew you couldn't do it. Blah, 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 blah. I would be talking hot to him. I would be. Oh my gosh. It feels like he's kind of above it now, disconnected from his actions and their consequences. Yes, he is. But I'm glad that he's not. Well, I don't know. I have a lot more to read. I'm glad that he's not going to get away with doing that. It's just like, yeah, you could just say that. Yeah, I don't remember, so I don't know. You did it. Cut it out. Not sure if it was you, but it was definitely someone in the chat months ago that mentioned that there was a possibility Trom might not regret because he couldn't remember. I don't think that was me. I feel like I talk up too much, so I don't know if it wasn't me. I still think no one is dying. I think someone's gonna die. I sort of saw this coming, but even still, I can't believe you refused your last chance. Is it so difficult for you to simply admit that you made a mistake? Why do you ask me that? You already know the answer. It isn't just difficult for us to admit our mistakes, Gaston. It's impossible. We've already risen to a position where we're higher than other lowly creatures, even when we bend down. Even if I got on my knees and apologized to them, could you really call that true remorse? What sort of genuine feelings could someone who's already on another level have toward lower beings? What the hell are you talking about? For real, what are you talking about? What is he actually talking about? What? Now that we've become what we are, how can we possibly acknowledge our past mistakes? Hell no, he's not speaking. Hell no. No. What Trom is saying, boiling it down to like a very, very stupid thing, what he's saying is we're gods now. We don't have to worry about anything we did before we were gods. Essentially, why do we have to worry about anything that they deal with? Because they're not us. No, like hell no. I'm not getting down with that. That's a crazy way. That's craziness. That's basically what he's saying. I don't have to worry about anything that he did it. The judge literally said, you did this. And Trom, he threw in the fact of, I don't remember. And then Gasong's like, dog, you won't admit it? And Trom's like, no, because, dog, I don't care what I did before. That's what he's saying. I don't care. I literally don't care. It doesn't matter. What I did before doesn't matter. I'm this now. This is like removing all the fantastical elements, all of these different crazy fantastical, all of these stuff, like all of these different things. Imagine if you were talking to a friend right now, right? Imagine you're talking to your friend and y'all are like talking about the past and y'all both did something that you know was bad. And you feel bad about it. And you look at him and he looks you cold in the eyes and it's just like, I don't care. Dog, I would at least be worried. Like, dog has nothing in him. He has nothing. There's nothing behind those eyes. He doesn't give a damn about what happened back there. Whatever it was, whatever we did together that I can acknowledge that is eating me up. There's nothing back there. He don't give a damn. Hell no. No way. That's crazy. That's what he's saying. He literally just said, you caused calamity in the tower. And Trom's like, so what? That's what he said. So what? That's one hell of a statement. No way. That's wicked. That's wicked. That's wicked. Same time, his point about true remorse is spot on. He's spot on for him. That's wicked. That's a wicked statement. That's a wicked statement. It's wicked. That's wicked. That's wicked as hell. Bro, I felt bad for Trom in the last flashback. I don't care. I don't care. He's writing a pretty crazy character right now. Because he's taking me from not caring to not caring to this to that to Doug, that's a wicked ass statement. That's a wicked statement. Like they're both speaking from the same standpoint. They both hold the same title. They both have the same power. They both went on the same adventure. And Gaston's like, dog, literally all Gaston had this, Trom could have ended this whole thing. Yeah, I'm wrong. Gaston would have stayed dead. He just would have admitted that he was wrong. All this stuff. Trom said no. It's just like it's crazy. That's crazy. That's a wicked ass statement. That's wicked. That's wicked. That's wicked. Even if I got on my knees and apologized to them, could you really call that true remorse? What sort of genuine feelings could someone who's already on another level have towards lower beings? Now that we've become what we are, how can we possibly acknowledge our past mistakes? Excuse me. Just forget about it. It's already too late for us to seek forgiveness, Gaston. Besides, the world calls people like us rulers. Those lowly creatures don't care if we feel regret or remorse, Gaston. All they want is our downfall. You see, this is where I disagree again. Because if you never went to that thought process, your family wouldn't want your downfall. They want your downfall because of the way you think. If you didn't feel that way, they wouldn't feel that way about you. Like, dog, that's what I'm saying. It's just a wicked ass way to think. But the boy he's been troubled the whole time in the tower. From what I'm hearing, his entire time in the tower, he's troubled. Trom is the kid in the classroom you need to be worried about. He literally is. He's the kid in the class you need to be worried about. And if someone pushes buttons wrong, he might go crazy. That's Trom. That's Trom, bro. That is him. And he got power and it went to his head and he started going crazy. He got power and look at what he's doing. Look at how he thinks. The dog, it's crazy. It's a wicked ass way to think. That's wicked. That's wicked. Oh my goodness. That's why it's easy to get in his head. That's why Jihad's using him. That's why Jihad's using him. Knowing what we're finding out now about him, it's clear why you would use him. He already isn't wrapped too damn tight. And all Jihad had to do was put the battery in his back, because he already thought that way. We got two little glimpses, and it makes sense why Jihad would pick him of all the others to work with. Imagine looking at him being like, this dude's using necromancy to keep things alive? Bet I got some crazy ideas. I want to do. It makes sense. It makes sense. Those lowly creatures don't care if we feel regret or remorse, Gaston. All they want is our downfall. They're just waiting for people like us to trip and fall. Because if we do, they'll pounce on us and devour us like a pack of hyenas. It might seem cruel, but that's part of human nature. From the moment we reached the top, the only two options we had were to remain on top or to fall to our deaths. But Jihad showed us a way. There it is. There it is. To avoid falling forever. Only then were we able to resist the natural laws of the tower and hold on to our power forever. Paradoxical though it may seem, isn't that also why you assigned that band Bellerir to the ridiculous task of punishing us with this game? As you know very well, you're one of us too. You feel nothing whatsoever towards lower beings. Not even the slightest remorse. That's why you gave up your position to that insignificant vermin Bellerir and entrusted him with punishing us, isn't it? Enough of this nonsense. It's a waste of time. Let's go back to the way things were. This is... How can... He says, paradoxical though it may seem, isn't that also... Gaston may feel the same way you feel, but there's something that is holding him to this standard where he feels like they need to be punished. Well, maybe he feels the same way, where I could give a damn about anybody in this tower but my friends. But above that, I'm not about to sit here and be like, we could just run around unchecked, because clearly that ain't working. There's checks and balances need to be set right. Even if I feel the same way you do, something needs to be done. And I can't do it. So I'll have someone else do it. So this is where there's a difference where Gaston is like, Heyo, we can't keep doing this. I hold the history, knowledge, truth more paramount than us and what we do. It's just, you feel nothing whatsoever towards lower beings, not even the slightest remorse. That's why you gave up your position to that insignificant vermin Bellerir and entrusted him with punishing us, isn't it? Enough of this nonsense. It's a waste of time. Let's go back to the way things were. Stop regretting things you can't take back anyway, and no. Like you said, maybe I have no right to judge you. But you arrogant bastards have deluded yourselves into thinking that you can just keep flying forever. Hear what you're saying, but Gaston can't play the righteous judge role? That's as we hate. I hate Bellerir too. Trump just said it. That's why he's having Bellerir do it. That's why Revolution is coming into the play, because he can't be the hypocrite to do this. Dog, if I kick a dog and you kick a dog, I can't look at you and be like, why'd you kick a dog? I'm a hypocrite. I kicked the dog first. So Gasong's like, you did these things. I do these things. You feel this way. I feel this way. I can't go ahead and be like, you're wrong when I'm just as wrong. But he can, and gives the power to him and lets him decide what to do. We're all hypocrites. But there's clearly something else that stands above them. And he believes in that, so therefore he will let others sort that out. And if he needs to go down too, then so be it. But you arrogant bastards have deluded yourselves into thinking that you can just keep flying forever. I, Gaston, hereby invoke my authority as a judge. I wish to use the Jade Awakening Stick that only the judge is permitted to use. I would assume this to use. But I do have the right to clip your wings. And send you back down to the ground where those lowly creatures are waiting. Could he take away? I'm going to bring you down to their level. Then it'll be up to them to decide what to do with you. Because at the end of the day, you and I are the same, like you said. I just can't stand the sight of you all strutting around arrogantly as though you're invincible. That's why I wanted to split up the family leaders. Your downfall is the greatest punishment I could possibly inflict upon you, Traumare. That son of a... Now let me see. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let me see the best you can do. Doug, he's throwing everything he's got. He's throwing everything he's got. Whoa. Seraphim of Light. That's crazy. Yee. I just want to see him get bonked. That's it. I want to see how it works. I just want to see him bonk. I just need to see it. Okay. It looks cool. I'm trying to see what the end of it looks like. Damn. 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 That ripped through everything. What the? How is he so powerful? Someone wasn't paying attention. Damn, knocked the hell out of him. Broke the mask too, right? Bonked the hell out of him. Yeah. Knocked the hell out of him. Cracked the mask. I wonder if he's doing what I think he's going to do. Knock the hell out of him. Get up. It's about time somebody cut off those arrogant wings of yours. I'm going to thrash you until you wish you were dead. Gaston. You asshole. Okay. This was a good chapter, man. This is a good chapter. I need a reason why he wore the mask. I need a reason. The song better be planning to hit himself with the stick. Nah. No, the point, I think he would hit himself with the stick. But I think what Gaston's doing, we can't forget about Bellerir, we can't forget about Revolution. We can't forget about them because they come into play with this plan. Gaston literally is saying, yes, I am a hypocrite if I do this. That's why I can't do this. So I'm going to right, Gaston's not, in this situation right here, he's not going to kill Trom. Right? He's not killing Tromare at all. That's not what he's going to do. He's not killing Trom whatsoever. I don't know if the Jade Awakening stick, the Okabe, I don't know if this is going to, my first thought process went to undoing the immortality contract. He's going to do, like, that's what my first thought process went to. Like, undoing that. If the stick could do that, then it's crazy. So he's going to beat the hell out of Trom. But he's not going to be the one to kill Trom because he can't do that. He's hypocritical if he does that. So he won't do that. That's why we have the Fitbit. That's why we have Revolution and all these things that Gaston has been planning, essentially giving the powers of an irregular, giving the powers of the 13 to other individuals, possibly so that they can wage war on the 13. And he's probably just going to step to the side and let whatever happens, happens. And if he ends up dying too, he ends up dying too. But that's where Bellerir and company come into play. So that he's doing this, they're doing that. It's all his grand idea. But just like Trom said, it's essentially what Gaston is doing is what Trom said. Trom's like, it's either kill or be killed. It's eat or be eaten. We have to stay up here because if we go down there, they'll come after us. And what Gaston is doing is, well, I'm sending you down there. I'm not going to kill you, right? We should have never been up here in the first place. I'm just clipping these wings and I'm sending you back down there. And whatever happens, happens. That's what Gaston's doing right now. And then he's going to go down there too, seemingly. And whatever happens, happens. I think that's where we are. That is where we are. I think that's where we are. Gaston's, yes. Looks better without the mask. Absolutely. Mine went to regaining their emotions. I think they gave up their emotions when they got the immortality contract. No? Well, that's my thought process. Plot twist, massive fashion statement all along. Possibly. Some theorize the chess game is over the immortality contract. I don't think the chess game's happening anymore. I don't. I don't think the chess game is going to happen anymore. I don't. It'll be crazy for them to fight each other and keep bonking each other over the head and then be like, oh, you still want to play chess? Yeah. That'd be crazy. He's basically planning for punishment to be taken away from Trum's godhood. Yeah. After that, it's up to the others. Excuse me. Just my own thoughts. What if Gaston removes Trum's contract and last minute Fug pops in, taking the final blow? Mazuna races in too late. Just my prediction. Possibly. Gaston sending Scar to be eaten by the hyenas. Me and Arlen are vindicated after thousands of years. Most awkward chess game ever, yeah. So we can agree that Andrade was ordained king early in the climb. I don't know. And Dorsey and Bellerir are still on it. They're still scheming too. Good plan. I'm gonna go back up. Good plan, Gaston. Give Trom a traumatic brain injury and then play chess. Yep. We know he went king mode at the Hell Train. It's hard. We don't know. See where this took place, right? We don't know where they are in their climb. Where is it? Right here? Higher. We don't know where they are in their climb, right? And we don't know where they are. We don't know if they're on the Hell Train. They met the God of Guardians and they seemingly weren't on the Hell Train. The God of Guardians originally wasn't on the train. So it's hard to know. It's hard to know exactly where they are. If we had to compare this, is he wearing the same thing that he's wearing in the Hidden Floor? He's got his little mask and his cape on. He's wearing shorts, but is it the same as Data J? So it's hard to say, but V is saying you call yourself the king, not like he has been proclaimed as the king. I think those are two different things. Self-proclaimed king. So he could have been calling himself king the whole time they've been in the tower. Possibly. Who knows? I always assumed that it was Revolution that made him decide he was king. Seeing V go through Revolution and then having to wonder if the rest of them did it in this time period too, or if they met them later. It's hard to say. We're just getting glimpses into everything. I'm scrolling for pictures that date it. Jihad. Dumb. Just type it. They seem to just be traveling by themselves. It's different when you have a group of Towerborn worshiping you like gods. Yeah, it's hard to say where they are in their climb. It's hard to say. We're just getting parachuted into certain moments and then lifted right back out. The point I made a few weeks ago is that Jihad has been calling himself king for a minute. I genuinely think he was shown/told that by Head-On or an admin early on. Could have been during Revolution. It could have been. Could be that after V found the right spot, Jihad and others used it. Jihad gets his mentality of being king. V appoints the song judge, and later down the line, they put the right spot on the train. That's a solid way to think, but that's just like that. There could be so many different ways that how that goes in order works. I don't know. Being able to decide ruler for the whole tower is huge also. It's like he's the main. Yeah, dog. This is the second decision that V has made where it's just like he just did this. It does feel like he's the main character. It really does. That's why the whole standpoint that like a couple weeks ago where I'm like, dog, it feels like V has all of this influence. How does Jihad then end up king? And he's the leader of the group, but V rolled up to the rice pot and was like, yeah, we want revolution, make the tower stronger. And all this stuff happens because V just made a decision. They get into this thing and Jihad's like, well, I'll make you leader for a little bit. You figure it out. And he goes off to the workshop and gets items made and makes Gaston judge of the tower damn near. It's just like the little screen time that he's had, he's making monumental decisions. It's just like, what? It's crazy. Probably didn't want to. He probably didn't. But judge and executioner, yeah. This is the 2 chapters in a row we have the workshop. Like you just said, the workshop made something and enforced his decision, and then the God of Guardians did something that affected the entire tower. Like the God of Guardians was just some being on the Hell Train when initially introduced to us, but the God of Guardians had the influence to unlock whatever and do what. That's crazy. That is crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Pulling up images. I want to see if he's wearing the same exact thing. Kind of similar, but not really. I'm trying to see. It's kind of similar, but not really. So it's like he still has his little goggle things. He's got his cape, but his outfit isn't necessarily the same. Like whenever we took a look at Jihad, right, and we got this panel a little bit ago, you're able to go back and look at this and be like, oh, this is the same exact thing that he's wearing. So it's not even like an art style difference. Like you can look and be like, that's the centerpiece. These are the big ass shoulder pauldrons. He's got the long earring thing that he's wearing. You see his arm. You see the things trailing down. That's all of this down here. So it's the same thing that he's wearing whenever he shows up on the hidden floor. So when I'm like looking at him like this and he has on like the red cape with the goggles and the turtleneck, he's got like the lines and stuff, it would be like have to be like a similar outfit, right? I'm trying to see if I could pull up some. There it is. I was pulling up stuff from when he was actually gonna fight him, and the outfit's different here. But like this is the same outfit right here. Trying to find another image. This is the same outfit right here. So this is what he was wearing, Hell Train-esque. But whenever he fought Bomb, he's wearing something different. And I don't know wrong image. I don't know what prompted him to change. I don't remember. I'd have to go back and read. But it's different. Different outfit. This is the best that we could get, where it's just like this is the same outfit as that. This right here, that's the same outfit. And this would have been the panel where it was the golden needle for Mystery Island, and then it was it's this one. It was that panel, and then this panel would have been right after it, the giant lightning spear. There's also the monster inside of him. Yeah. You know, his armor's better. I'm just looking for anything. Remember, we don't know when they built / found the data world. It's possible that they had to find the train with the data world in it, later replace or move the rest. It's a lot. It's a lot of like trying to figure out the timeline. We're getting like little snippets of information, and I'm glad we are. But now that we're getting these snippets of information, we need to figure out where the hell do they fall? Like, where in the timeline does this fall at? We have like these big tentpole moments in history that we have an idea, like Genesis and this and that and this and that, where it's just like that happened here, and we can kind of like loosely put a timeline together. But it's like, where are all these little fragments fitting in? Is it before here? Would it have been here? I don't know. Here? I don't know. It's craziness. It's craziness. It's hard to say when this boy would have started calling himself the king. Would it have been Revolution? Would it have been before that? I don't know. And crazy enough, they feel like equals too. Like, anymore. Anymore.